Macca's Guides.
Hey, what's up guys, Mac here, playing Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Episode 31, Sahelanthropus. This is the S-Rank walkthrough. Realistically, if you're good enough to beat the level, you should be able to get an S-Rank pretty easily, but beating the level can be a little bit hard. I do have some great tips for you guys to get you through it as best as possible. For your buddy, you can select Quiet. It doesn't really matter as she won't do very much damage, if any at all. For your weapons, you're going to want a very good grenade launcher that has a high rate of fire, and a rocket launcher that does a lot of damage and also has a high capacity of like rockets in its magazine. For me, that's the Grom 11 because I have upgrades on it, but if you have one of the other rockets that does more damage and you have just as many missiles inside of the clip, feel free to use that one instead. There's also homing rockets that might help you not miss any rockets. Now, the general strategy, it's very, very important that you listen up. What's going to happen is you're going to be delivered ammo, and you never want to be left without ammo. Now, the fastest way to get ammo delivered is to get one of your two primary weapons to have 0 ammo. Now, for our setup, this is the grenade launcher. So what I'm doing is I'm going through all 18 or 24 or whatever amount of grenades it is that you have. I'm going to go through all of them as fast as possible. As soon as I'm done them, I'm going to switch to my rocket launcher. And as soon as I'm done with all my grenades, the chopper's going to come in and drop more ammo. Now, what am I shooting at? I am shooting at the back 4 white canisters on the back of the giant robot. This is its weak spot. There's also a few other weak spots. So basically you have these 4 little cylinders in the back that I'm shooting at right now. There's also a little globe in the back that does take quite a bit of damage. You can also damage it in its face and in its chest. When the chest is glowing, it does more damage than when it's not glowing. Again, like you just saw me there, I just took a shot into its chest. It did very little damage. So you're going to want to make sure you're hitting it in the right spots, and don't pick up ammo if you don't need it. So like you saw me do there, I didn't actually pick up the ammo until I thought I needed it. Now, of its attacks, it has a few attacks. It has like this kind of whip attack where it'll just kind of plant a sword into the ground. That's a perfect time to try to get behind it and shoot at its weak spot. Again, it has another attack where it kind of puts up this mist and it launches these rocky spikes in the ground. Those rocky spikes will hit you and then they will explode if you're not careful. The best thing to do if you're surrounded by them is to take out your grenade launcher and shoot one. It'll explode and then you can run out of the circle and completely ignore them and run away from them. Now, the only other thing you're going to want to do is be speedy. Speed is very important here because if you're not fast enough, it triggers different stages of the boss fight. And if you trigger too many stages, it gets harder and harder and harder. So you're going to want to try to complete the boss without getting to that hard stage. As you see, I've used all my grenades and now I'm firing it in the back. I do have some ammo coming in. When the boss jumps across the map and kind of gets up on a high peak, like you just saw it jump across the map and it's now on that giant mountain, your shots don't do much damage, but they do a little bit, which is why you see me firing some before I make my way down to the ammo. Now, it has a laser attack during this section, and what you want to do for the laser attacks is hide behind something and basically wait for the laser to go through. You can also dive out of the way of the laser, but the laser will kill you in 1 or 2 shots, even if you have your battle gear on and if you have quite a bit of upgrades. You want to be very careful about what you do while it's using its laser attack. Make sure, like I said, you jump out of the way and you hide behind something. Now, near the very end of its life, if you're not fast enough, you'll trigger a kind of focus or reflex mode where something comes out of the front of it and you're going to want to shoot that or shoot it in its mouth. It is very critical that you shoot at it while you're in reflex mode and that you hit it. That's why I recommend using a grenade, and watch out that you don't hit it and it's too close to you and that grenade ends up killing you. Now, if you miss your shot during the reflex mode of this section, it's an automatic death, and you have to restart the boss fight from the very beginning. So as you just saw on my map, I got into reflex mode and I hit it right in its face. If you miss, it's an insta-death. Okay? That's about it. Just keep going at it. Keep going at its face, at its chest when it's glowing. Eventually, you'll get rid of 100% of its life, and it'll explode. Mission over. End of mission 31, which is the quote-unquote final mission. There's actually 50 missions, which means there's 19 more missions to go. But this is kind of the soft ending of Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. Thank you for watching. I hope you do follow along with the rest of the game. You do have to complete all 50 episodes in order to unlock the achievement for getting all S ranks. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I see you next time. Peace.